YouTube. So today we're going to do a video on the Wild Ombrés Préférence from L'Oréal Paris. It's a dip dye for ombre hair, and as you can see we've got the ombre #1 for light brown to dark brown hair. Now I did my hair about 3-4 months ago. As you can see it's quite faded, but today I'm going to do it on my sister's hair, who has a very similar hair colour to this brown here, so it should turn out quite light. So we're just going to do it quickly because we literally have 12 minutes to film. So this is the box for the ombre #1, light brown to dark brown. Petra, you can start unpacking it. That's a picture of the before and after. As you can see, it's quite a big difference. So basically in the box you've got the instructions. You've got a comb. Gloves. Lightening powder. Cream developer. And then the lightening cream. And lastly the shampoo, which you use to treat your hair after dyeing it. So first things first, you've got to put your gloves on. So they've given you 2 in this pack. Then you get your #1, the lightening powder, which I'm just going to open up. Pour this into the cream developer, which you can find over here. So just twist that open. Pour that in. Okay, and then what you've got to do is you've got to add #3, the lightening cream, into the mix as well. So to give you guys an idea of Petra's hair before, this is what it looks like. Now it's coming up lighter on camera, but because of the sun, she does have slightly darker hair, and as you can see it's quite long. So what we will do is apply the ombre dip dye from her ear length downwards, and that will create the illusion of a gradient. Okay, so this is the solution that we've mixed up, and we've got our brush and gloves are on. Don't forget you've got to put the gloves on because you are dealing with highly toxic chemicals and you don't want it to get on your skin. Make sure also that you're not wearing clothing that could get damaged, because if it gets on your clothing it will automatically bleach it. So make sure also that you're using towels that you're willing to throw away. So take some of the solution and put it right on the brush. Now this is a very, very fine comb, and because Petra's got quite long hair, it's going to be difficult to work the solution through just by combing it. So what I'm going to do later on is rub the solution with the gloves through her hair to make sure that we get a really good dip dye effect. And make sure you try not to get it on your skin. So you just literally brush it through. And what I'll do is I'll show you what it looks like from this side, just so you can get an idea. This is the ear length, and then you just literally brush it down, brush the solution through, and then work it in with your fingers and gloves. And you do this for the entire head, all the way around, and you leave it on for, how long does it get left on? Well, it really depends on how dark your hair is. If it's quite dark, I would say leave it on for no more than 35 minutes, and if your hair is already quite light, then maybe about 25 minutes. But keep checking. So this is the final finish. This is what it looks like once you've put all of the chemical on. And don't forget, when you brush it, you have to put the chemical not just on the top side of your hair, but also on the underside. And because you're working with harsh chemical products, it's always a good idea to just put a towel over your clothes to protect both your clothes and your skin. So this is what it looks like. And you leave it on there, tops 45 minutes, and then you wash it off. So once you've finished putting the solution on your hair, what you should do is wash it out and put the conditioning treatment that came with the pack onto your hair. Make sure it's all soaked in and then wash it out. But this is what Petra's hair looks like post washing. As you can see, this is her original hair colour up here, and as we go further down it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. So that's the effect of the dip dye. This is what it looks like wet, but obviously it will look much lighter when it's dry. And then once you've done that, you just literally brush through your hair, making sure you get all of the knots out so that it's ready to be blow dried. You literally just go through and just blow dry the hair. Make sure you're brushing it. So this is what Petra's hair looks like. Completely blow dried and obviously dry. As you can see, it's got quite a nice effect from dark to light towards the end of her hair. What you'll find is if you have long and thick hair, this dip dye will come out looking extremely natural looking, and you won't have that blocked effect where it's very dark at the top and very light at the bottom. So it's I'd say that this product is really good if you have long hair. Obviously if you have shorter hair like I do, it'll take a couple months for it to get that natural sort of effect. And also the dip dye can be misleading in the sense that the picture shows the bottom parts of the hair looking quite blonde. Obviously this is not the effect that you get when you use the dip dye. It's more like sort of the top part just there that you get rather than bottom parts. If you want that blonde effect at the bottom of your hair, what you should do is use the Ombre number 1, use it on your hair, and then use the shade up maybe a week later or a month later, and you'll get that complete gradient effect. Hey guys, we're finished now, and I have to say I'm really happy with the results. I think my hair looks great, it looks really healthy and shiny. I would completely recommend buying the L'Oréal dip dye. I would say that if you really want to go ahead and use it, get a friend to do it for you, a friend or a family member, because it's just easier like that. I've got all of this at a decent cost as well. I mean, it only costs £5 or £6 and you can get it in Boots or Superdrug. So it's a bargain. I mean, if you go into a salon and try to get your hair dip dyed or bleached or whatever, it's going to cost you up to £100. So £5 or £6, that's a bargain for you, and I definitely recommend it. It's good on short hair, which, well, mine's slightly faded, but it's still good on short hair. It's good on long hair. Like I mentioned before, if you want the complete full dip dye effect with the blonde tips, go ahead and use the shade that's lighter than this one, but do it maybe like a couple weeks after, just to let your hair calm down from all the harsh chemicals. But otherwise, we give this a 10 out of 10. It's a great product to use, it's super cheap, and yeah, it's fantastic. Bye guys, that's it, bye! Bye! Bye.